Now this is just a cheese sandwich. Why, you like it or something? What's... I got a whole fucking van full of them over there.
Hey guys, I'm Adam.
I'm Ryan.
And this is Two Neighbors. Ryan, what are we watching today?
Alright guys, so we are back with some more Norm Macdonald. We did our first Norm Macdonald, or maybe our second, I don't know, first or second last time. And it was just like kind of short clips, like his 25, like
Top
whatever.
One-liners.
Yeah, but a lot of you guys said that the short kind of clips sold them short a little bit, so we're gonna do a full one here. A few guys recommended this one. Thank you very much for recommending. This is called 12-minute joke. So if you have some more Norm Macdonald or whatever, leave a link down below, hashtag my request with the link to the video you want to watch, and we'll definitely check that out.
Yeah, I mean this is a 12-minute joke, so it literally takes 12 minutes for him to set up this joke. So I better fucking like it.
Is that what it is?
I imagine so. Like, I mean, have you seen those comedians? Like, they have like 5-6 minute jokes to like
Bill Burr.
set it all. Yeah, exactly, Bill Burr. So let's hope it's good.
All right.
Now listen, man, I like the news. You guys like the news? I always watch the news, and I'll tell you something about the news. I don't understand it. But it's, for some reason I watch it. I don't even know why. But I think I'm supposed to or something. So I'll watch it, and then the guy will come on and he'll go, anyways, today the deficit. And I'll go, ah, I've heard that word. And the guy goes, today the Dow Jones NASDAQ Composite Index is down. And then I go, that's not good. Down. Up. I like when it's up. That's my opinion on the... Seems like there's too much news, like, you know, because now they have 24-hour news. Now, when I was a young boy, the news was half an hour. That was the whole news, you know. And a guy would come on and he'd have a tie, you know, and shit, and he would say the news. And it was a half an hour long. Now, it's 24 hours long. Now, it turns out that back in the old days when it was only half an hour, they had it about right. That's about all the news there is. Even then, there'd always be like a story, some fucking story at the end about a caribou or some horseshit. So there wasn't even enough to fill the half an hour.
Canadian, yeah.
24 hours, way too long. So they have to keep repeating stories all the time and everything, and they'll make up stories, you know. They do that a lot, make up things that aren't really news stories, but they have to, you know, fill the 24 hours, you know. And the one I noticed that they make up a lot, this is the latest one I've seen. I see this all the time on the news. The newsman will come on and he'll go, good evening everybody, this is the newsman. Whatever he says, he's not going to say that. And he goes, our top story tonight, a lady has vanished. That's the story. And then he goes, let's go outside where there's another guy. So then they cut to outside. And there's a guy outside and he's like, hey, listen, how's it going inside? We're outside and we found out about this lady that vanished. Her name was Janice, and they found her car here in the Taco Bell parking lot. And don't worry about the car, it's fine. But can't find hiding her hair of the lady. Well, back to you. So then you're watching, you go, well, I don't give a fuck on account I never knew Janice in the first place. Matter of fact, I'm kind of happy it's Janice and not somebody I know. But then what they do is they start telling you about Janice, you know? And they go, hey, we found out some cool things about Janice. You're like, no, that's cool, I don't want to hear it. They go, no, you want to hear it. They can't help themselves. So they go, let's go back to Bill. He's still outside. And how's it going, Bill? And Bill's like, it's all right. It's no inside, but it's cool. And, anyways, we found out about Janice. Turns out she's a good lady. And we found some friends of hers, and here they are. And then sure enough, they show a lady, and it says, friend of Janice. And she says, I'll tell you something about Janice. You want to hear about Janice? Janice is the type of lady that you could always turn to. You know, you ever want to turn to somebody? Like if you got a problem or something, and you feel like you want to turn? You ever do that? Or maybe your neck just hurts and you want to anyways. The point of it is that once you scroll your head over this way, the person you'd most want to see in your eyeline would be Janice. And then they have another friend of Janice that wasn't the first one. And she'll go, I'll tell you, Janice, oh my God. She was the type of lady that she could walk into a room and light up the whole room, you know? And she didn't have a fucking lighter, not like that. She would just somehow, through sheer tyranny of will, she could somehow illuminate a room. I don't know. And that'd be Janice's third friend lady that's not one of the earlier two. And then she goes, I'll tell you about Janice. Is that who you're asking about, Janice? Janice was the type of lady that you could be talking to your best friend in the whole world, and then Janice come in and you go, fuck you, I'm talking to Janice. Janice is better than you. Come on, let's face it. She's better than all of us. So anyways, then you're at home, and you start liking Janice, you know what I mean? You start getting invested in her, you go, God damn, that Janice is a cool lady. I would like to meet her one day. That would be a lot of... Fuck, I forgot she vanished. Just my luck. They'll find her. Then you get hope. That's not good. I don't give a fuck what Obama says. Hope is never good. Don't try it. It never works out. So you go, oh man, they'll find Janice. They're putting pictures up of her on telephone poles. I think that had worked once. And then the news keeps showing you more things about Janice, you know? And they'll show you like the home videos of her. You're like, God damn, look at that. She's eating a pizza. I like her hair like that. They'll find her. And then you become obsessed with Janice. It's all you can think of, you know? You're at work, fucking just can't wait to get home, agonizing over Janice, you know, and thinking about her with eating pizza and shit. And then you go home, and your nights are just fevered dreams of, you know, Janice and bangs and shit like that.
And bangs.
And all you can do is turn on the TV and hope, and you know. And then one day, you know, they go, hey, more news on Janice. There's Bill, he's still outside. And then Bill is like outside, and he's like, here we are. Where, as you can see behind me, they are scouring the woods. They're still searching for Janice, you know. And then you go, oh, fuck, not the woods.
Fuck, not the woods.
Nothing good ever happens in the woods. I've seen enough of these fucking stories to know that Janice ain't coming bounding out of the woods anytime soon. She's like, hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm just taking a stroll through the woods. What are you taking my picture for? I just took a stroll through the scraggly woods. Now, if they find you in the woods, they always find you in the same place. Every time, they will find you in a shallow grave.
Oh.
I don't know why they don't just look there in the first place. If I was the police chief, I'd go, listen, I want every shallow grave in the vicinity checked out. I want to clear up this case by Tuesday on account of I'm running for DA or whatever.
Oh, man.
Doesn't shallow grave seem a mite rash? You know, like these serial killers are supposed to be so shrewd and cunning and everything, you know? At least according to the TV movies I've seen. And but then when it comes time for the grave, they get a little hasty, you know? Well, there you go, 3 twigs and a leaf. That ought to do it. Janice ever wearing 3 leaves and a twig. Oh well. Guess I'll go home and await the authorities now. You gotta prepare these things, you know? You gotta be a little smarter than that. You know? What I would do, and I would never, ever kill a lady in cold blood.
Cold blood. Any other way?
I know I say that now. I don't really know. But I don't believe it. I know there's no river long enough doesn't contain a bend, but I believe that right now, it might just be vanity. I don't think I would kill a woman in cold blood. But if I did, I would plan it out very carefully, you know, because there's a lot at stake. You know, you think about it, you probably, you know, probably lose your job. I don't know what happened. That's a blemish on the old CV, you know. Even in today's enlightened society, there remains a stigma to being a psychosexual sadist. But what I would do is I would look at the lady, I would select a lady, and then I would follow her habits. You understand what I'm saying? Like I would watch her very carefully, you know? And I go, hey, I noticed that every day she goes to that cheese sandwich shop, and then she comes out with a little paper bag. I'll bet you anything there's cheese sandwiches in there. You know? So then I'd keep that in my head, you understand? Then I'd say, hey, I notice every Wednesday evening she goes with her other lady friends and they go down to the YWCA and they play basketball with each other, which is fine nowadays, you know? So what I would do is on Wednesday I would go down to the YWCA and what would I be holding in my right hand in the parking lot but a cheese sandwich. So then she would eventually come out of the YWCA, you know, all sweaty with her, you know, her ridiculous 3-colored ball and everything there, you know. And then I'd be standing. And then she'd go, hey, what's in your right hand? And I'd go, nothing. I'd be coy, you know. And she'd go, there's something in your right hand. I'd go, listen, lady, who knows more about what's in their right hand? You or me? I believe, oh, this. Now, this is just a cheese sandwich. Why, you like them or something? I got a whole fucking van full of them over there. Right over there. Yeah, that craziest looking fucking van you ever saw? That's filled with cheese sandwiches. You don't have to have cheese sandwiches in the van, by the way. Unless you want to be known for your detailed work, it's not really necessary. Then I would get the lady in the van and I would drive her to a remote area, an area most known for its remoteness. That's what I would look for. And anyways, I'd take her to the remote area where I constructed a shed. And then I would get her in there and I would do that thing that makes me feel like God. And then her screams would just bounce off the walls and echo out into nowhere and never touch the ear of civilized man again. And then I would take her body to the woods and bury her in a very, very, very deep grave.
Oh, man.
I find it super hard to keep up with him because, like, he'll segue off to something else, like,
yeah,
you know, going into detail about another section of the story.
That's got to be the drugs talking for him.
It takes some focus there. Because I feel like I like some of the jokes probably went right over my head, but I got it for the most part. But he's a super hard comedian to follow.
He's got a great style. I like it. Like I grew up watching Norm Macdonald, like as I think many Canadians did. Like grew up watching Norm Macdonald, and I love his stuff. And like he's like so out there, and like
even his voice. Like I get lost in some of the words that he says.
Yeah.
That's just me.
You know,
let me know what you thought down below about Norm Macdonald and his delivery. I do love his comedy. I think it's funny, but like that took me like I had to focus on that one.
It's so funny. Like in the beginning, he starts talking about like how there's like 24-hour news, and it's like everything used to be half an hour. In Canada, it's like still to this day, like we don't have like. I guess we have like a couple like little like 24-hour news stations, just kind of loops.
Yeah.
They're not like CNN or anything like that are legit 24-hour news.
No, it's the same
like,
news recycled every 2 hours.
Yeah, but I feel like they like in Canada they do have to stretch for news sometimes. Like you'll get like 8 minutes or 9 minutes of legit news, and then they'll be like, "Are you paying too much for your garden flowers? Find out after this." Or investigative journalist went undercover. Like it's literally like we have to find filler because we don't have that much exciting stuff going on, right? It's like, you know.
Yeah, no, the news is, and you just see the same shit in the news right now.
You guys have trouble
Everything
sleeping?
is COVID.
You have trouble sleeping? Watch Canadian news. You will fall asleep within the 8 minutes.
Americans probably don't even get Canadian news.
No, I know. We'll have to react to Canadian news one day so you guys can see what I'm talking about. We'll put our audience to sleep, right?
Maybe it'd be pretty funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, 24-hour news. You see the same shit. A lot of it's all Donald Trump right now. COVID. What are the main headlines right now?
Okay, well, on CNN, Donald Trump and COVID.
Okay.
What are they going to do? So I remember, like, back in the day watching, like, CNN. And that's, like, to us, like, in Canada, I know some of you guys probably don't like CNN. You're like, it's fake news or whatever. Okay, to us in Canada, CNN is our outlet to American news. That is what we get here. It's 24 hours a day. We watch it. It's a source of entertainment for us. But we'll, like, check it out. But I remember back in the day when there was like a hurricane or something, CNN would be like Storm Watch 2004. We'll be on this one. Now there's a hurricane and they'll literally go, it's like, what's happening down in Louisiana right now? And like they'll go to the reporter and he's like sideways. He's like, the wind is blowing. I can barely stand up. It's like, okay, we'll come back to you later. But next, we are going to find out what Donald Trump tweeted next. It's literally... So
a
my
tweet
question,
is more popular than a fucking hurricane.
Seriously, it's like, it's crazy. It's like
American lives.
What is going to happen if Biden wins the election? What is CNN going to do? Because what are they going to talk about? For 4 straight years, they've talked about nothing.
No one knows. No one
Donald
can predict
Trump.
anything.
Yeah.
It's all up in the air, and no one can write this shit. Yeah. Really, no one can write this shit. We're living a comedy right now, I would say.
Yeah.
So, but having said all that, guys, if you know any comedians that are, doing some stand-up, I don't know whether on a podcast or like live from home, like they're doing stand-up at home, but anything new that's relevant, please give us some links, put them down below with
hashtag my request.
Hashtag my request, and we will get to those videos. Thank you so much. And also, Ryan, what else do they have to do?
Like, share, and subscribe. And guys, when you hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so you get the notifications and you know when we're posting so you don't miss out.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time. Adios.
Later, guys.